So, should we break out the ring pops?
Yeah, where are they at?
All right. I already opened mine. It's sour cherry.
Yeah, here, toss one over to me. Oh my God, my eye. Oh.
We're not live yet, are we?
Why would you
We're
do
doing the
that?
show now?
Guess we're doing a show. I mean, we can actually start it out.
Oh, God.
Sorry about that.
I think someone's going to have to call an ambulance.
I barely even hit you in
It
the
hurts
eye.
so much.
Well, welcome back to the TrashRats podcast.
Welcome back to the State of the YouTube podcast. We got
shit.
the original Peaches today. No reactor in sight. Too much
That's right,
of
ladies and gentlemen. The gang is back together on this one very special edition of the MER, the MER podcast, which, fun fact, was Rusty's idea for the original name. Now, the State of
Wait,
the YouTube,
what?
actually, worse or better name than Rusty's idea.
What are you talking about, the Murr podcast?
You told me you wanted to name it MER.
Why would I name it Murr?
Because
That's
it's our
what you
initials,
said.
Mumkey, Emp, and Rusty.
Oh, I think that was a
assume.
joke. I think I said that was better than... no, that was better than your first one, which was the Good Bad
Yeah, the
podcast.
Good Bad Podcast. I was about to say that. If you're going to call people out for shitty podcast name ideas, you shouldn't throw stones in your glass house. over
Well,
there.
that was one of several names, and obviously we went with the right one after much deliberation. Brainstorming activities lead to a variety of outcomes. I don't think it's really fair to pin
Okay,
this
let
whole
me
thing on me.
let me set the table here. Rusty and I spent some time today watching iCarly on Nickelodeon, and they kept playing this Ring Pop commercial that said "Hangouts are better with Ring Pop." So the three of us, we all have a Ring Pop. We're gonna pop till we can't stop. And welcome to the Ring Pop review.
Oh,
I
and
assume.
also, me and Mumkey took small amounts of shrooms.
I don't know if you want to say that.
Why
on the
not?
show.
No, they're listening to this in 2096 when...
I don't want to
all
pull a Keemstar
recreational drugs
and
are
what there's
legal.
going to be a shooting tonight and we're all going to freak out and lose all of our morals and forget what it means to be a real man because we're on shrooms.
No, we have the ring pops as a symbol of our enduring friendship, so obviously that's not going to happen.
Should I bring up that a longtime friend of mine who I've known for about 12 years just got arrested for a hit and run where he murdered an 18-year-old with his car?
Well, we
6
didn't really
months ago?
we didn't do a proper intro to this podcast, but that's fine. We've got so many topics. Emp got a sandwich full of pickles, but I think your story about your friend who murdered somebody might be of higher
Now,
priority.
Rusty, why would Reactor do this?
Oh, well, let's not throw any names around.
Chris Poole is the one who did the hit and run.
No,
I think you said?
it's like this dude who I've known since I was like 16. He goes to the same bar as me, and he's always out there. And obviously, I'm not gonna say his name, but he just got arrested.
Just search Gainesville hit and run.
No, Jesus.
I mean, it's pretty easy to look up, honestly.
As
Well,
we
whatever.
speak, someone has already posted his name in the comment section.
It's all
and
alleged.
our team of
Anyways.
internet trolls is currently
Alleged. I mean, like
ready to break down his door.
It's not like you're the one putting this out there. The news is reporting on this. If
Yeah,
anything, they would be the one
but-
facing libel.
Yeah, sure. Well, whatever.
But what's the
so-
story? So you went to the bar with this guy, and you got him drunk, and you told him to drive home. Is that what happened?
No. See, I was never in the car with him. But apparently, he was driving and hit an 18-year-old girl and then just continued on to the bar and didn't say anything for 6 months. And they just arrested him today.
Well, what I liked about the story that you read out loud to me was that the inspectors, there was some clue, like something came off the car at the crime scene, and they traced it back to his place of employment. And he was trying to hide his vehicle, which was like dented and covered in human blood. And the inspectors, it was like hidden in the corner behind a bunch of other cars, according to the news article.
Yeah. That
So
was.
I think that's a little suspicious and highly guilty behavior.
It's definitely not someone who's just like, oh, whoops, was that a cat?
Yeah, that's somebody who's trying to hide what he did.
No, he's
Oh.
innocent. Free my homie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want him free? Okay. He might be free. You know what I mean, I don't
Well,
know how
speaking
long
of
people-
homies being freed, I think Emp was really a big proponent of Bill Cosby getting out this week. You wanna
Yeah,
talk about
Emp,
that, Emp?
you were saying how since the beginning, you knew he was innocent.
Well, I've already pre-ordered tickets to his comedy show and his return.
That's fucking insane. Who actually said that he was going to start doing comedy again?
He did. I just read an Inside Edition article saying Cosby wants to do a one-man show.
Now, realistically,
yes, I will go.
yeah, okay, I probably would also go. But like realistically, no one's going to go there and be laughing. There's no way.
I will be.
No, there's no fucking way that he's going to be. I mean, sure, a few edgelords, but there's no way that someone.
Edgelords. He's a family, wholesome comedian.
And what, he's just gonna go back to that, like doing his old bits? You think Jimmy Fallon will have him on the show again?
Dude, he's gonna pretend that he never did anything wrong and that this proves he was innocent, and he's gonna try to come back. I can't blame him.
Like, even if he does get people laughing, everyone's gonna go, "Oh, that was pretty," and they're gonna go, "Wait a minute, god damn, that guy, was charged with." Even though the charges were revoked, I guess, sexually raping 70 or so women.
Maybe they'll be slipping things into the audience's drinks so that they'll be laughing at all the jokes.
That would be kind of funny. He's gonna make a joke about that. Like, hey, make sure if you get up to use the bathroom, don't leave your drinks out.
Bring your drink with you.
I would laugh at that if I was in the audience.
Yeah. He's gonna have to like make a joke addressing this horrific period in his life that he just escaped from.
So, guys, we did it. we evaded the prison sentence for 70 cases.
It's all because of you.
He should go the O.J. Simpson route and write a book, If I Did It.
Start tweeting about.
It's right about how he did not rape anybody.
It fits exactly to what the court testimony against him was. If I did it,
it's like an erotic novel about him raping women.
Oh, no double jeopardy though.
I don't know if I like ring pops.
No, I was about to do my review. I took one lick of the watermelon and put it back in the package. It is not good.
I also have the watermelon, and I'm currently eating it, but I'm not impressed.
Yeah, it's 100%. Like, the first ingredient is sugar.
So far, so good.
And
makes sense.
The second ingredient is corn syrup.
Just keep crinkling that right next to the microphone, I think.
Well, I mean, wasn't that the idea of having these ring pops so they can
we're
hear
being
like
an
these
ASMR
I want to hear you slobber on
ASMR
it.
friendly to those visually stimulated of our audience, which
I
is
think
probably
I'm
many
about-
of you, considering the autism levels that
Let's
the show
do a
probably
contest.
attracts.
Let's do a contest. Which one of us can slobber on our ring pop the loudest into the microphone?
all right.
Emp, you go first.
30
Round
seconds
one.
of slobbering. Here we go.
So half the people stop listening, and the other half are currently masturbating, I think.
I think I'm going to throw up.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Was that pretty good?
That's pretty
I don't
good.
think I was as loud as Emp, though. Come on, you got to slob on that knob like it's corn on the cob.
Damn, now we know how Cosby's victims felt like.
Oh, that's so fucking
What,
gross.
horny as hell? Turned on as shit?
they wake up to the ring pop
I'm going to have
in their mouth.
a sugar rush.
It's not the only rush you're going to be on.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, this is the 4th of July weekend celebration. Mumkey, thank you for coming and visiting my home. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I think there's
Reactor-
there's a law that says you, me, and Reactor cannot be in the same place at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
the universe is afraid of our power, so they're keeping him away.
It's going to be like a Charlottesville level incident, along with the Bill Cosby show.
Wait.
Please elaborate.
Yeah, what do you mean?
You have the Monkey Redditor audience, and then the Reactor MAGA Capitol storming audience.
Oh,
if you guys
shit.
meet, it's just your two followers are just going to annihilate each
Oh, and
other.
God forbid any of my friends get involved.
It's like Highlander, just two giant armies descending over the hills.
Because he ran a car through the people.
Rusty showed me an image of the deceased girl, and I've got to say, too hot to die at such a young age. I think that guy should actually face prison time. If she was like a ham planet, then maybe, probation, or maybe
That really is how it
service.
works, though, isn't it? It's the laws are directly based on
How attractive is the victim?
Yes, or the perpetrator.
That's why the United States government gets really mad about crimes against children.
I can't
they're
believe
so
your
sexy.
your stupid drunk crust punk friend was more effective at carrying out Elliot Rodger's vision than Elliot Rodger himself.
Elliot Rodger really was a failure.
He didn't really hit too many people with his car, I don't think, and he definitely didn't kill any with the BMW.
And definitely no one as hot as the person who got ran over.
Let me see what's on.
Well, I wanted to, since you mentioned the party, we have we're doing a little bit of a guessing game to see how long one of the guests is going to stay at the party. Should we talk about that?
Oh yeah. So oh God, no one's gonna even know who the fuck. Well, I guess some people.
I
will.
think people know who the gamer from Mars
No,
is.
I was gonna say the Kino Corner because like Kino Corner, who was a guest on this show, he just held a like a movie. Was it like a? You have to explain it because
You want to talk about that before the gamer from Mars?
because that kind of
thing?
leads into
Yeah, because he was in that. Yeah.
yeah.
So Kino Corner, he's a friend of mine. We do Is It Kino podcast together sometimes. He just did his first annual community short film festival, which I have no idea where he got that idea from. Nobody else here has ever done anything like that. But he convinced Gamer from Mars to join him on the live stream of the festival to be a judge. And Rusty and I watched it live as it aired, and it was very clear from the beginning that Gamer from Mars did not know what he signed up for and was disgusted and extremely bored the entire stream.
Jamie, edit that clip in.
Passion went into it. I did like the.
Yeah, real quick, like who were all the four?
The other two were just Kino's friends.
One of them was Oki, right?
Yeah, Oki's pretty famous too.
True. Yeah. So everyone was asking for a proof of life from Gamer from Mars. Like he was just not saying anything.
It's like when you go on Zoom and you're bored in class, and you just put a still image of yourself up.
Yeah. I guess I probably will just be cutting clips from that while we're talking about this. But yeah, at the end, I convinced Kino to have me and Mumkey.
Well, no, we got to finish the Gamer from Mars because as soon as the final film came to an end, Gamer of Mars immediately interrupted everybody and said, "Okay, I choose this one as the winner. Bye." And he just left before the other judges even critiqued the films at all. He got the fuck out of there halfway through the stream. He was done.
I don't know what he owes Kino, or what Kino knows about him. But
Well,
he was
we can
definitely
find
being
out at the
blackmailed.
party because they're both going to be here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Shit, maybe we should do another podcast with Gamer from
If they
Mars.
want to come on, I don't know.
Well, Monkey, isn't there someone who was invited to the party and that you wanted to speak to at the party, but you're not going to get an opportunity to because they decided inexplicably to not show up?
Wait, did Turkey Tom say he's not coming? I thought he just ghosted texting you back.
No, he is deconfirmed. He is not coming.
Did he give a reason? Is it me? Really?
He
me?
said something came up. I didn't want to press him on it. You know, those guys, they might have like certain connections with certain groups of hierarchical, organized, where you don't really want to push him too hard.
Yeah, me and Rusty pushed Reactor asking why he couldn't come, and that was a mistake because then we got to see what it's like when he just comes up with lies and excuses when he doesn't want to do something. So it's probably for the best just to accept the no.
Inexplicably had to help his mom move on the 4th of July, and there's no way he could have been able to make it. Like, what the fuck? What that came up out of nowhere. That wasn't even your original excuse of why most likely you wouldn't be able to go.
First of all, wouldn't you want to use a trip as an excuse to not help someone move?
Yes.
And not the other way around?
Well, he wants to help his mom get out of Chicago, he said, and it's going to take him the entire 4th of July weekend and the week leading up to it and the week after it.
Well, okay, so I guess what we're trying to say is like we might have been hyping this up a little bit too much without a lot of communication between each other. Like I'm not really sure, Emp, who you told Gamer from Mars, like who was going to be at this party or if this was going to be some giant event.
Well, when I invited him, there were a bunch of people that were like maybes, but then most of them dropped out.
If he came on like the maybes.
Well, that brings us to our competition because the Gamer from Mars currently, who is coming in from out of town and getting a hotel to come to this 4th of July party, thanks to Emp, this man is under the impression that Justin Wang is going to be here and fucking probably Keemstar is going to be here. How many celebrities did you promise who are not going to be here? Because the idea of this bet is that as soon as Gamer from Mars gets here and realizes it's just us and none of these YouTube celebrities he was promised, we're taking bets on how long he will stay at the party until deciding to leave.
Because he's supposed to, it's like 3 days is what he said. It was like, the 3rd through the 6th, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be here one day, and that's the last we're going to see of him. Well, and he's either going to get an early flight home or do something like go to Orlando and hang out with.
Like my guesstimate is from walking in the front door to leaving the party, Gamer from Mars will be here for 4.5 hours. That's my official lock of the week.
Lock of the week.
Yeah. What about you guys?
That sounds about right. 4.5 hours sounds like a polite enough amount of time to not feel like you offended someone. You know, it's twice the amount of time that he was on Kino's, stream. So,
But that was a real party.
yeah.
I don't know. I think you guys are underrating Art's ability to
Chill.
stick things out.
Are you
know?
going to name
Okay.
drop him? You can't just say Gamer from Mars.
Well, it's on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you doxed him or anything. All right, well, you might be right. Maybe he will stay longer then. Well, you think he'll come back 2 days in a row?
Well, I don't imagine he's going to go through the hassle of rescheduling his flight.
The Frank Castle?
Because here's the thing. He's booked his flight out of here on Monday.
Mm.
So,
It would be very expensive to leave early.
well, the thing is our regional airport, it's very low volume flights. So there's probably not going to be another flight to wherever he's flying into before.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. And he's getting a hotel. I don't think the hotel is refundable like within 48 hours of.
All I'm hearing is you
Big.
guys are too cowardly to put in your lock of the week.
I'm saying 1 day, and,
One
and
day?
you say 4 hours. I say 8 hours.
4.5
1 day.
hours.
1 day, no second day return.
All right. Well, I'm going to do the Price is Right strategy and say 8 hours and 1 minute. So anytime longer, I win.
Oh, so he really doesn't have any faith.
No, he thinks
Okay.
he's going to leave.
No, I explained my reasoning. I'm bookending the long option. I'm going long on.
Well, we
Game
never
from
said
Mars.
it's the closest without going over, so Rusty could still win if it's like 6.5 hours.
Well, that sounds about right. I guess we'll just see when they show up here. I don't know when we're actually going to post this episode. It might be after the 4th, depending on how much time I have to edit it all together. Also,
Well-
this is going to be on the new. Is this on the new channel, or should I just put this on the?
It should be on the old one because this is SOTY, and this was originally the SOTY channel, so why not? The
Great.
the first episode on the new channel should have Reactor on it, I think.
You think so?
Cock tease
Yeah.
the fans one more time about. Oh, they're getting back together.
But Rusty, we should finish our story about the Kino live stream.
Oh yeah. So we I guess tricked Kino. We asked him if he would have us on his live stream
To discuss the films.
Yeah, discuss these ridiculous films that we were forced to watch, and so we just sat in front of the TV of the live stream playing, turned the volume up really loud, and, and then it was just like on a 20-second delay from what they were doing, so the audio was feedbacking back into the stream.
It was
And
just loud
chaotic.
chaos.
Yeah, I guess I'll just play a clip here.
Really hasn't been much in terms of festivals going on.
Yeah. It was
So what
Stop.
Hey,
Hey, I love the movies.
Wait.
Turn off the stream.
Yeah, I've used that camera before. It's a
Is
good
there a
one.
delay? I don't know.
Yeah,
You
you
guys
know,
have the
yeah.
stream
When
on.
did you shoot it? 'Cause I know it's pre-made. You said
You're
it.
them 20 seconds ago.
This is
Yeah.
amazing what they're saying.
Yeah,
right now.
turn off your stream.
Yeah.
Really hasn't been much in terms of
Okay.
filming.
He's back. He's back.
Oh god.
And we're back.
And Kino tweeted out that he's going to get revenge on us for ruining his stream, which I would argue his fans ruined with their films. So really, he should get revenge on them.
He's going Papa John's on us.
Uh-oh. He's going to eat a lot of pizza.
What else? I don't even remember what all I wrote down. I mean, we've been watching so much. Oh fuck!
You said if Quentin Reviews is allowed to watch it without being a pedo, then I should be able to as well. And that's why Rusty insisted we watch iCarly all day today.
No.
And
I was
he
saying
put
that
a
about
pillow
you.
over his lap as we watched it, which I did not understand.
I've never.
There's a lot of motion going on. You're having like a little hand puppet show under the.
No,
Yeah, what the fuck was going on down there?
I remember you were really shocked when you found out that Corey in the house was
That is on this list of what Rusty got drunk last night and made a list of topics he wants to talk. And he just wrote down Corey in the house. And
Corey
if-
in the big house.
If you guys don't know what this story is about, I hope you didn't pay for a full ticket because all you need is the edge of your seat for this one.
and I don't fucking know.
Well, Emp told us this story. Emp, you take it away.
Well, recently there was a news article that came out where Kyle Massey, that's his name, right?
Just call him Corey in the house.
Kyle Massey, the actor of the esteemed Disney Channel, critically acclaimed
The esteemed Hams.
Disney Channel classic, Corey in the House, was sending inappropriate messages to
You said he
an
was
underage
sending
girl.
You said he was sending dick pics to a 10-year-old.
I didn't read the article. You read the article.
I didn't read the article. This is what you told me.
Yeah, I thought you were saying it was like he was been grooming this girl since he was 4 or something.
That he's known a girl since she was 4, and at the age of 10, he was sending her nudes, but he didn't get anything from her, so he's not getting charged with child pornography. It's just sending indecent images to a minor, I think. I don't know.
So basically, what
Are we
we're
just
hearing
is
is
this libel and shit?
I don't
if we're
know.
just making it up.
I'm not really sure. It sounds like we
I'm
might
just
have a way
repeating
worse
what
story.
Emp told us yesterday. Where did you read this at? Maybe he's not even arrested at all.
I saw it on the internet.
Oh, it must be true.
I gotta say, I'm very devastated because I run a Corey Baxter Stan account, and how can I even continue just post content now that this is in
Should
the
we
light?
Google this before we talk about it more?
Yeah, probably. I guess.
Because if it's not true, then
Yeah,
this
then
is
we're
just
really
bizarre.
relaying zero information.
Oh,
to-
that's a Raven star. Kyle Massey facing felony charge, sending explicit images to a minor. Okay, so I guess we were right.
No,
But this is she was 13, not 10.
he's innocent. Free my homie.
I mean, he's 29 years old, so that's only a 16-year age gap. Is that really
it's
so
a
bad?
little bit.
It's only like
extreme.
27 years younger than Rusty.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
Yeah, okay, maybe you're right.
Now, what do you think is going on? Was that like a Dan Snyder show or is that Disney?
No, that's Disney.
Oh, okay. Because like fucking what's his name? Drake Bell just got charged with like the same thing, like grooming a girl. He's facing like 2 years in prison.
So basically,
You think Drake Bell will survive in prison?
I
Do well?
don't know how a man in his 30s wants anything to do with a teenage girl.
it's like they're child stars. They get programmed on this stuff as a kid. It like completely fucks up their development as like an adult. You're going from a child to an adult, so they probably just pervaded by these thoughts all the time.
I think
That's at
most
least
of them
my
are probably
theory.
molested too. Fucking
Yeah.
not that makes it any different, but like they're probably all fucked up at an early age about.
So
But
what
I feel like these guys have been out of work for so long that they should have regressed or whatever back to being a normal human. It's not like they've been in the spotlight long enough to stay all brainwashed and shit, right?
So what I'm hearing from this is that in 2022, the Bill Cosby, Drake Bell, Kyle Massey stand-up show will be the hottest ticket in town.
The dynamic trio.
I'm gonna scalp him.
Fucking right, somebody's going to. Oh man.
The point is, we wanted to talk about this story so Emp could say Corey in the big house.
Corey in the penitentiary.
Well, that's not as funny. I don't think you got to have the
I
house in
feel
there.
like that joke landed a lot better yesterday.
Why? Because you weren't on mushrooms then?
Because I wasn't on mushrooms.
We're not on mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm
No.
I've never actually taken
You,
mushrooms. so I wouldn't
you
know.
had the very end of the stem. I don't think you're
Yeah.
fucking high on mushrooms. What else do we have on here? Do you want to talk about the China guy?
Oh no, I was just saying that he would be a cool guest to try to get
Yeah.
on the China Uncensored host.
Yeah, I would like to talk to
Because
him.
Mumke was saying that we're like the one of the biggest anti-China podcasts.
I would like to think we are.
does that
Reactor
even
and I
mean?
talk a lot of shit about about China on here.
Oh, I got to represent my people.
That's true. Yeah. Well,
You want to defend China real quick, Emp?
Yeah. If you go there, the cities are pretty pristine. I mean, there's like no homeless. There's no
where
annoying
all the
beggars
homeless?
coming up
Yeah,
to you.
where did they go?
Away from me, and that's all that matters.
That's great. That sounds like the paradise of the average Chinese man. There's no homeless people. Wow, everyone has a job.
There's
The
great
streets are
Chinese
perfectly
food
clean.
there.
What do China and Gainesville have in common? If you go outside, you won't see any Uyghur Muslims.
That's very true.
Yeah, probably true.
Stay away from the streets. You're probably gonna get run over.
Were you shocked by all the homeless people here, or was that not really? That
No, I've
crazy?
been here a few times, Rusty. There's always homeless people
True.
here.
Yeah, I don't know why I was pointing that out to you. I guess I forgot that you have been here several times.
Well, didn't you say there's a special little neighborhood for them? Because I want to go see that. I want to see the real shit.
We should. There's also like they just started like the scooter things, where you can get scooters.
Oh,
and then,
shit, yeah.
Are the
the
homeless
re-
people stealing them?
I
got
don't
the
know what
rent-a
they do
scooters.
with them, but we should like when we go down to the bars, maybe.
Oh, scoot around while drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Well, they end at 10. I
Scoot
think.
around the homeless men and antagonize them, and just go slightly faster than they can
Well,
charge
shit,
after
dude.
you.
If Aggie is getting here tomorrow, then us four
Go out tomorrow.
Yeah, go out scooting tomorrow while drunk with Aggie. I want to see him on one of those scooters.
Yeah, so it ends at 10. We just have to get out before 10, but then later that night we can walk towards the homeless encampment.
And they will try to eat Aggie. He'll look like a delicious meal to them.
Aggie will just assimilate with them.
yeah, I'm
he'd
pretty
blend
sure
in.
he would.
Isn't he like nomadic? Like, doesn't he not have a standard permanent residence?
I think he does. I mean, he's like making syrup and stuff.
According to the Pepe the Frog movie, he's living in his parents' basement.
But isn't our parents' basement just a metaphor for what's inside our hearts?
No.
Well, Rusty, your list has been spent, so
Really?
I hope you have some other topics. I guess we can talk about Emp Lemon's pickle sandwich now.
That's right, everyone. So, those of you living in Florida may be pleasantly surprised to see a great influx in Wawa gas station convenience stores being built all over the state. And I was skeptical of Wawa first, but then I took a trip to.
Why were you skeptical of Wawa?
I don't know. It's like one of those Yankee things, People from North never shut the fuck up about Wawa. How Wawa's the greatest thing ever. I wasn't a fan of that until I went to New Jersey myself and entered a Wawa station, ordered myself a delicious vegetable hoagie, and after that I was hooked. And then they built one here. And
Yeah,
I was completely ecstatic. I went
first
there
off-
like 7 times in a week.
First off, Wawa fucking sucks. I don't know why everyone talks about Wawa like it's so great. It's like any normal gas station. The variety of things you can get there is very, very mundane, except for they build subs inside, as though there aren't subways attached to.
Well, Subway's fucking disgusting, and everyone hates Subway.
But
People like getting a hoagie from Wawa. It's convenient.
Here's Emp's sandwich. His regular sandwich is a hoagie with just mayonnaise, or no, just mustard and pickles.
And hot sauce.
And there's hot sauce on there?
It was buffalo sauce, sriracha sauce, mustard, and then pickles.
and
pickles.
vegan mayonnaise.
There's no substance in there.
There's no substance.
Well,
Well, I guess the bread.
the story that Emp told us was that he's infamous at his local Wawa
I'm
because
a
of
local legend.
He ordered a sub with just pickles on it, and now when he goes in, they all start laughing at him, and they recognize him from his pickle order. Is that true?
Well, no, they don't actually recognize me in person, but one
So
time.
they're talking shit while you're in the store, and they don't know it's you?
Okay, well, the thing is, normally I get like spinach and tomato and onion in addition to the pickles and sauce. But one time, maybe I was all frazzled from just uploading a video on campus because my DSL internet at home in my small town is too slow. So I have to drive into the local university and use their Wi-Fi to upload my videos. And when I do, I like stopping at Wawa on the way back. It's become a bit of a mini tradition for me in this isolated COVID society of ours. And man, I guess one time I just wasn't thinking, and I only entered in the pickles on the vegetable toppings, and I forgot to put in the tomato, onion, and spinach. So it ended up just being a pickle sub with sauce. And
And you said it was really good?
it was good. I liked it. It might have honestly been better than the normal sub, but I don't know if I'm too advanced for the world. My Sigma male radiance is
No,
just
that's
irradiating the.
eating
poor
weird
cashiers.
shit like that regularly is like a sign of autism. But that's what Sigma male is, though, isn't it? Sigma male is
I'm on a different wavelength.
it.
I'm an
autism?
astronaut. I'm out of this world.
Okay. Look, listen, I have pickles at my house, and I offered pickles to him because he's talking about how much he loves pickles, and they were whole pickles, and therefore he would not eat them because they weren't sliced.
Hell no.
What
am I, some kind of degenerate?
When I landed
know.
yesterday, before we went to Rusty's house, we stopped and got burgers. and we went to a burger place, and Rusty's girlfriend picked the pickles off of her sandwich and brought them home, and then Emp ate them when he got here.
I did not eat them.
No,
you ate one of them.
No, I tried one of them, but then I realized
So
they were
you
sweet
ate one.
They were sweet
You ate
pickles.
a leftover pickle off of somebody
They were
else's
sweet-
sandwich from 3 hours
They were
earlier.
sweet pickles, and I threw them in the garbage.
After
Because if
eating
you
one.
like sweet pickles, you're a worse person
But
than
but
Hitler,
the
Bill
idea
Cosby,
is,
Kyle Massey, Drake Bell, and the hit and run person
She
combined.
told you where the pickles were from. It's not that they were expired. You just didn't like
'Cause,
sweet.
yeah,
but you were excited to eat leftover pickles from
We were
somebody's
betting on
sandwich.
it. We were
Yeah.
just like trying to figure out the odds. Like, all right, if she took the pickles off her burger, would Emp eat these, knowing that she has to wash them off? I don't know, like keep them in a napkin or
Oh,
something.
I would have taken her word for it.
True. And then when we got the text back, it was Emp says, "Yum yum,
Yeah, yummy pickles.
yummy pickles."
Yummy shit.
So the issue is not that it was from a sandwich that somebody else was eating. It's that they were sweet. That was your
Absolutely.
problem. Why do you not
Absolutely.
like sweet pickles?
They're horrendous.
What kind of pickles do you like?
It's
Do you like zesty pickles, the spicy kind?
I like pickles that, as God intended they should be. They're salted, vinegared pickles.
Did God invent pickles? I thought that was a human-made thing. You had to like put cucumbers.
God
on
made
brine.
humans. God made a brining process.
So I guess God made crystal meth
Perhaps.
because he made humans.
Man made
I'd
the
rather have a
roads.
crystal meth pickle than a fucking sweet pickle. Are you kidding me?
Well, speaking of things that Emp holds near and dear to his heart, I was surprised to find out that he considers Pink Floyd's The Wall to be one of his top 3 favorite albums. Is that true, Emp?
That's true. I do hold The Wall. It's at least number 3 all time. in my
So
mind.
I was surprised to find out that he had not seen Nostalgia Critic's rendition of The Wall, and some people, some real Sherlock Holmes sleuths, were able to deduct from a video I posted that we were watching it all together, and they were confused as to why. Well, it's because Emp has not seen it before, and now that we've all watched it, I know we talked about this before, but I think people want to hear Emp's opinion on it.
Because I didn't realize how much you liked The Wall until we were watching this. Because whenever I watched it, the Nostalgia Critic one, I didn't really have anything to say about it because I haven't listened to The Wall all the way through. I just like a few songs off of it. I didn't know what any of it was really even about. I just knew that the Nostalgia Critic one video fucking sucked and was a waste of time. However, you brought it to a whole new level just because of, I guess, how far it strayed from being a even remotely accurate criticism of the messages behind the songs of The Wall.
Yeah, it pains me slightly to know that a bunch of people who watched that video didn't actually recognize how just completely baffling Doug Walker's insight was, with where so many people watching it probably haven't listened to The Wall more than like one time through. And
If at all, most of his audience, I have to imagine, are children who don't even know what he's talking about.
well, yeah, it's a freaking 40-year-old album, and he mostly talked about what pop culture, Batman, Super Mario.
Oh, it was so fucking annoying. Like, he's comparing it to like the teachers back then to his teachers in the 90s.
Well, yeah. So this is in the part of Doug Walker's video where he's doing a parody of Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, which is "We Don't Need No Education." Very famous song, probably the most famous song from the album. And of course, the music video, or the just visual movie component of the song, has really famous imagery of just children wearing just faceless, distorted masks, and then getting flung from a conveyor belt into a meat grinder. And for some reason, Doug Walker decides to make like the completely reductive analysis to where the song is just pandering to people who think, "Oh, school sucks."
Yeah, who hate their principals
As
and
if
all
it does-
adults are mean.
It doesn't have a very clear and concise statement to say about the nature of the education system and how children are kind of just brainwashed to be factory workers.
Well, he had that one example where it was like, well, remember that teacher in 3rd grade that gave you candy? As though that like just completely negated the entire ineffectiveness or like whatever you're saying about like the education
Well,
system.
first of all,
especially
like
in
Doug Walker
post-war.
frames it around his experience growing up in like the Illinois suburbs
Yeah,
in like the 90s, I'm guessing. I don't know how old he
I'd
is.
probably like 80s.
compared
I would
to
imagine.
was compared to Roger Waters' experience growing up in primary school in England in like post World War II rebuilding England. I really failed to understand how he just couldn't make that distinction.
Yeah,
As if like the themes of Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 are at all, well, obviously the themes are kind of universal and the education system really has not improved that much. But just trying to say that suburban American education should be treated as equitable to what Roger Waters grew up with, it's just bizarre. Like the thing about The Wall is not super esoteric. It's not like this hugely complex thing that you need to read an essay to understand what it's trying to say. A lot of what it's saying is very obvious if you just simply stop and listen to the lyrics. And it's just completely baffling because Doug Walker seemed to just have missed pretty much every major thematic component of the album.
Yeah,
and
my
movie.
my theory is that he had never seen the film before, and that he decided, okay, well, I convinced Slipknot lead man Corey Taylor to do this video. Let's just do The Wall. Okay, well, I'll review that movie. And he just watched it for the first time with a pen and paper and just wrote down the first jokes that came to his head from every scene, and then didn't even watch the movie a second time and just wrote the script and went from there. Because it's such a surface level misunderstanding of every single part of the movie.
dude, the fact that Corey Taylor was on there and it absolutely was him. How fucking shameful.
Humiliating.
I know, no, humiliating. Like, do you think anyone petitioned Doug Walker? Wait, is his name not even Doug Walker? That's
That's his name.
oh, okay. Like, just fucking delete the video. Or you think he enjoys the
If I was
controversy?
Corey Feldman, I'd just sue him and
Dude,
have him pressure him to delete
Corey
the video.
Feldman should sue him, but Corey Taylor should also sue him.
He's not going to take the video down because it links to his iTunes where he's selling the album, and he's probably made a shit ton of money off of it. His fans probably bought the album to hear the extended songs.
Who were his fucking fans? They had like an incredible dislike ratio.
Does Nostalgia Critic even have any fans
I don't
anymore?
know anyone who's a fan of Nostalgia Critic.
But even if the video has 100,000 dislikes, you have to wonder who are the 19,000 people who liked it. Those people probably bought the album, or at least some of them.
that's probably him and all of his IRL friends.
19,000 people?
Yeah, Corey Taylor at a Slipknot show said, "All right, I want everyone to go and give this a thumbs up."
Well, Rusty, didn't you say the other YouTuber who was in that video that you might have a chance to talk to him and maybe we can get him on this show? And
Oh, I don't
ask
know
him?
if he'd come on the show, but yeah, it's like Rob Scanlon, I think.
Scallion?
Scallion? Yeah, I don't know. He's a pretty big channel now, but
Also, probably too big for us.
yeah, it's fucking peasants. I honestly have no idea how
He's
long
probably a
we've been
fan of Emp
recording.
Lemon like every fucking buddy else. We
Yeah.
can trick him into coming on, say, oh, we got Emp Lemon on the show.
That's right. I'm carrying the show on my back. Let's be honest here.
Oh, should we talk about our upcoming finance show?
One more thing about The Wall.
Okay.
Doug Walker's The Wall. I just find it very just astounding how much effort was put into this video that conceptually was so poorly thought out.
But we can all agree, even if he didn't understand it, at least his jokes were really funny.
I mean, I kind of like that one joke where it's like the dotted line around his face and it said,
Person you hate.
"Yeah, person you hate." I was like, "That's
It's accurate.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did get a lot.
not wrong."
We had Rusty gift the clip of the person going, "I'm tweeting," and I posted that to my Twitter with the caption, "When someone's mean to me on Twitter."
Pretty good.
So that was some comedic juice we squeezed out of the overall presentation.
Yeah, a GIF came out of it. so
Doug
that's
Walker's magnum opus. This was like the hardest he's worked on. I think he's made a movie before. It's possible
He's
he worked
made
harder
like
on
4
that.
movies that are 3 hours long.
So it's
God
possible
damn.
he worked harder on this. But in terms of just like a YouTube review, which is his entire flagship operation on his online career, I don't think he's ever put as much effort into a review of a piece of media where, God, it's like making a $200 million Hollywood blockbuster with a bunch of CG and then having like a 4-year-old direct and storyboard it and come up with just the creative direction and the plot.
And no one stopped along the way and said, should we consider this one more time?
Like, have none of the people working on it listened to The Wall and realized that Doug Walker is going to become like the most hated man on the internet for a week for releasing this video?
Yeah. Like all the crew involved, all the people who worked on the songs, did they all agree with Doug Walker? Like, oh, this is a scathing. He's really taking the piss out of The Wall for being so. What's the word, like? Trying to create meaning out of nothing. I think that was like his major point.
Like the whole sequence at the end where he's making fun of the trial animation. The entire thesis of what Doug Walker is trying to argue and criticize the Pink Floyd album for is that the animations at the end of The Wall are somewhat arbitrary and it's just weird monsters for the sake of being weird. When I don't know, you could listen to the album just like a single time and realize that the animated monsters at the end in the giant climactic sequence are not arbitrary.
Right.
He mentions worms like 10 different times in the album and the judge is a giant worm. Like, I just don't understand. Like, he had to have spent like 30 days or months even coming up with just the production aspect of this album. And he had to have spent like 5 minutes actually thinking about the material. It's remarkable to me how you would sink this much effort into something where just conceptually it's so poorly thought out.
I don't know. I kind of just think that maybe, I think honestly what it was that maybe it was like that's supposed to be in the nostalgic critic character, is to completely have missed the point.
No, I think it's that his character started off reviewing things that he watched as a kid, and that was mostly cartoons and superhero movies. And it's very easy to watch something like that.
It's easy to analyze a cartoon.
And to like have surface level jokes about why it's bad. But when you try that same approach to The Wall, it's not going to work.
That's actually drenched with like
complicated to understand.
Yeah.
So when you have the same approach to Batman and Robin analysis as you do to the Wall movie, it's just not going to translate into comedy. It's going to translate into cringe and pain.
Well, he was successful. I
and
mean,
my other
that's what he was
question
going
is,
for.
at the end, when Corey Taylor performs the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song, they have the full crew of people who are employed by Channel Awesome Productions. And my question is, if his YouTube channel has less subs than Rusty and his views are lower than Emp Lemon's, how is he paying a crew of 14 people on that salary?
It's all those iTunes sales.
Are these people getting paid in exposure?
I have no idea.
Could you, Emp, you probably make as much money as Nostalgia Critic. Could you pay 14 people to live?
Well,
no!
I don't know. My income is probably not as high as most people think because I don't really have a big back catalog of videos that people just keep tuning into. Meanwhile, our buddy Bo Blacks is making like $50K a month for reading tweets. But
That's fucking insane.
He comes out with a new video every day and he gets 200,000 views. And it's just compiling a snowball effect onto all of his other videos.
Yeah, but there's no evergreen nature of it. I mean, I guess people just really want to like hear a conversation that happened on Twitter 4 months ago or something. But, you know, like the material doesn't really...
His stuff is usually current events. Well, I got this to say to Bo Blacks. Bo Blacks, you're flexing your wealth all the time. I get it's because of like you're responding to people making fun of like autism or whatever. And that's really funny. But I've seen you tweet multiple times that I'm your favorite content creator. So how about you put that $50K a month where your mouth is and donate to the $10,000 a month Patreon tier on patreon.com/EmperorLemon. And we'll see just how much of a flex you can possibly make.
Well, I'm sure you're not listening, Bo Blacks, but someone will probably inform you.
Someone will clip this and send it to your DMs. And
Guys,
then you can read that on your show.
I have a Corey in the House update.
Okay, all right, what's Corey
Breaking
Nelson
news
now?
here.
Now, you guys tell me if this justifies his behavior. I just found out Kyle Massey is only 5'5". Does that mean he's allowed to date a 10-year-old?
I see. Well, 5 plus 5 is 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And when you're like, if God hates you that much to make you more of a manlet than me, it's not like women his age were into him. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
what does that mean? Like, then what's your what are you allowed to go for then?
18 and up.
Okay, all right. So, but he's lost 2. He's down
Yeah.
2 inches. He has to go down about 6 years.
No, but he was a star on a Disney show. You know how many repressed 20-year-old Disney fanatic girls would probably rape him?
I don't know. I've never seen Corey in the house. I just saw.
Is that what he's going to tell the judge? Sir, I mean, if I didn't do it, she was going to rape me.
Well, obviously he fucked
they
up
were
in
literally
the
begging
worst way
for it.
possible.
The 4-year-old was begging me to groom her.
But he could have had so many outs. Maybe she just got molested or something, got fucked up in the head.
Now, he wasn't getting anything from her, so is it his sexual fetish to just send images of himself to a prepubescent child?
I don't know, man. That's one of those fucking weird things.
That's just bizarre.
My question
it's
is,
so bizarre.
why are you giving your 10-year-old daughter Snapchat?
We need an anxiety war to weigh in.
Bad parents.
Where is he?
We should get an anxiety war back on at some point.
I feel bad for him because now he has to put all his
God.
good stuff on Patreon exclusive, and I think it might be a detriment to his channel to only have
He might get
ads for his
banned from
Patreon
platforms.
videos.
This might be a thing where a bunch of people make a stink about it and he gets permabanned from all
Well,
social
that's
media.
why he's only doing it on Patreon now.
I mean, he'll put some on YouTube, but yeah, there are.
It's mostly just an ad for the actual video.
Because I actually give him money on Patreon, but I always forget to actually watch his videos.
Oh. Well, you should watch him. I want to watch this.
Yeah, I'll put
Send
some
me
on.
a link.
Well, I'll play him after this podcast.
Corey, play some anxiety war.
Anxiety war, of course,
You
is
telling Corey in the house to do that?
Yeah, we fired Jamie. Now this is what Corey has to resort to for work now that he's unemployable.
First off, I don't know how to fucking do any of that shit. I haven't been writing down the timestamps, so I'm gonna have to listen back to this entire podcast to figure out.
Well, Jamie's gonna have to do that when we rehire him because
There is no Jamie.
new breaking news: Corey has been fired.
Maybe Reactor can edit this one.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he would love to.
You want it to come out next Christmas?
It's probably been about an hour, hasn't it?
You can't check your computer?
No, I don't have it on the right thing. I can just see it by frames.
Well,
and
you
that.
guys are done talking already? This is the last they get to hear of all 3 of us in the same room?
Well, there is one more thing. All right.
Sure,
So
I guess we
speaking
keep
of
talking.
Bo Black's giving me $10,000.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen of the TrashRats podcast network,
State of the YouTube podcast.
we are offering you a supreme opportunity.
And that's Rusty leaving the room very loudly.
Done there, buddy? Done there? Wow, just the grandiose tension from my announcement.
Just
is
the
completely
2
disrupted.
of us. Amp Lemon and me if we try.
Anyway.
Just the 2 of us.
So Rusty Cage and I have teamed up to bring you the greatest financial opportunity of your lives. We are going to start giving supreme financial advice. By the way, we're not financial advisors. SEC. The channel is called Money Suckle. We'll put a link in the description. But this is the worldwide premiere.
Sorry. You didn't want to wait until I was back in the room?
Well, I can tell you guys that Rusty stock is going through the floor right now.
Did you take a
Through
shot,
the
Rusty?
floor.
I'm shorting
Yeah.
Rusty.
Guess I could have brought
So,
you.
Rusty, what's this new channel you guys are doing without me?
I mean, I don't honestly. I'm not really exactly sure what it was. It's like the fun of it seems that it's just we're just gonna be kind of following the same format as all these financial YouTube channels, mainly just for the fun of recreating the thumbnails and having ridiculous titles.
No, it's not for fun. It's for money. You want to know why? I'm going to be completely honest with you here, guys. Ad rates on financial videos are fucking insane. And I'm tired of busting my ass for a month making a video just to have a bunch of Nintendo kids whine at me about how bad of a person I am for fucking saying that Sakurai should be held accountable.
Amp, shut the fuck up. We got some real breaking news.
Oh,
Nobody
shit.
cares about your Dogecoin scam YouTube channel. Arrest warrant out for TV personality Chris Hanson.
Oh fuck!
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Did he,
yeah,
did he
shit, I
pull a
saw
Corey
that.
in the house too?
But no, what do you think? Okay, yeah. What happened with Chris Hansen? Because I saw that earlier, and I imagine it's probably not paying taxes.
Coroner says Hanson failed to respond to a subpoena today in court to present records related to the Shiawassee County sting operation that Hanson was involved in back in October. So he failed to show up to court, and that's why there's an arrest warrant.
Why? What was the sting operation?
I have no clue. That's all the article says.
Probably just wasn't it like Onision?
Was that the Onision one then? Yeah, it's like back in October.
Oh my God! What? Chris Hansen gets arrested because of Onision, and Onision walks free.
I remember
Yeah.
that whole thing
Yeah.
fell apart because there were like one of the police officers involved in the case got in a huge controversy for just like trying to handcuff and arrest a black newspaper delivery boy and saying that he was like armed and dangerous.
Extra, read all about it.
Speaking of people who got arrested, like why was first off, do you think that John McAfee, the great John McAfee, killed himself, or was he killed? And they say he killed himself in a Spanish prison.
After he said in an interview, if they say I killed myself in prison, don't believe it. I would never do that.
Yeah, he said that several times. Now I know that it might be in his nature to actually just say that and then still go ahead and kill himself.
Well, yeah, he'd be
Frank
sealing
from
his
the grave.
ultimate legacy as open-ended and mysterious.
Yeah.
Is it true that a few hours after he died, his Instagram posted a picture of just the letter Q? Because I saw
think
that.
it'd still be up.
I think that Instagram wiped his whole account after that.
Oh shit! Reactor's
pretty
knocking on the door. He wants to give his take on
I
this.
could be wrong. I could really be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I went straight to his Instagram and looked it up, and they had.
I
But-
think what we need to do is get Rusty actually high on mushrooms and then make him talk about John McAfee for like 3 hours straight.
Well, I was on a podcast with John McAfee.
Really? You met him?
No, I didn't meet him, because I was on the same podcast, but not at the same time.
Oh.
So I went on the Joe on a Boat podcast, and then
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, John McAfee came on after me. So I almost met him.
And he said he's going to kill himself soon on the podcast.
Yeah, I think that's what he
I'm
was saying.
sad. My Prozac prescription expired.
Wait, so the idea is that he was being moved to an American prison and then he killed himself? That's the excuse they're giving? Is that
It's so
he didn't want to get extradited?
Because, all right, it's so fucking confusing. Like, it's so hard to follow, too, because he's just in and out of prisons. And then one day he's a refugee and he's not allowed to come to America. And they're, like, trying to get Belize to extradite him. And then, I swear to God, fucking 2 years later, he's running for president. He's the CEO of a company. And he seems to be doing just fine. And then 2 years after that, now he's in a Spanish prison. I don't know if it's tax related. I imagine it is because he has a shitload of money. So initially it was because he supposedly had like killed someone down in South America. I know I'm getting all these places mixed up. Maybe Guatemala.
He killed someone?
He was being arrested and tried for like a drug related murder because he had a compound down there and then he escaped to another. There's a fucking documentary about it. They all said that like all the prostitutes down there said that he liked to get sit under a swing that they would swing in, and there was a hole in the bottom of the swing, and then they would shit into his mouth.
Well, I mean, every
But it
man
sounds
likes
like-
what he likes. You can't really judge him for that.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone really did judge. He never even denied it. He actually might have made up the rumor himself, to be honest. Or it was just true, and he's like, yeah, so fucking what?
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? Does that really affect your life to know that John McAfee likes to get shit on by South American prostitutes? Like, who cares?
I guess I just don't. It's just always fucking with my memory. Like, how did that end? And then how did he get back into America? And he was doing all these podcasts and shit, and posting pictures of him at like this resort that he was staying at, just having fine drinks during COVID. And then a year later, he's in a Spanish prison for some reason, and I missed it. And now he killed himself.
Allegedly.
Or may or may not have, allegedly killed himself.
If the Q thing is real, does that mean he was QAnon the whole time?
that would be fucking hilarious.
He would be the guy with like the insider knowledge and power to
No,
really
here's
be able
what
to do that, right?
I mean, would he? Yes, he probably would have that information. God damn, I wish we're gonna have to definitely talk to Reactor about this.
Oh, I'm sure he's all over this.
But I would also say that why wouldn't he just get his girlfriend or his wife, I forget, to just post that image, because that'd just be another fucking hilarious joke to add on to the fact that he killed himself.
Epic comedy.
Epic comedy.
He was always a troll, so this, I mean, it probably was all part
John
of his plan.
Trollston. John Trolinsky.
John McTroll Effie.
Well, John McAfee talked a lot about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, which is what you're going to get plenty of on Moneysuckle, the new TrashRats network financial talk channel.
Okay, so this is a bullet.
Not
if
a
you look
scam.
Here, it's going right. We are not financial advisors.
It is a scam. It's a scam. We're milking the audience for high ad rate financial YouTube AdSense.
Okay, but so we're going to be complete. Not only are they going to figure that out really quickly that we don't know.
If
exactly
you make
what we're
investments
talking about.
based on what we say on this channel, you deserve to lose 100% of your money.
That's how we need to start out every
You deserve to
episode.
lose 1,000% of your money and go into permanent debt and be an indentured servant for the rest of your life.
Yeah, not only are we not financial advisors, we're somewhat illiterate.
I'm going to tell them right now, we don't know anything about finance. I own like $1,000 of Ethereum, and we're just going to give you awful information, misinformation, just blatantly poor information that you should never use in a million years with your money.
However, in the meantime, also through this process, we will resurrect Dogecoin from the dead.
Stay tuned for the Bogdanov Ouija board video.
We're going to get the Bogs involved.
Yeah, we're going to contact the Bogdanovs at 3 a.m. challenge.
Oh, yeah, just give out all the blueprints of our thing that we haven't done yet.
Well, we got to give them the MacGuffin to look forward to.
That's true.
Why else are they going to keep tuning in? To hear our financial advice? By the way, we're not financial advisors.
Yes. Yes, we're not financial advisors, but we will resurrect some shit coins.
All right, the channel is Moneysuckle. As of now, we have 0 videos. Should we record a video to put on there to give the fans when this goes live something to do? I don't know.
That's what I was saying. Maybe we shouldn't mention it, but I guess I was the one that brought it up.
No. Listen, Trash Rats audience, we've had our rough patches. All right.
What, you and them?
You've done some stuff wrong. I've had some stuff done wrong by you.
What did we do?
No, he's talking about how the audience will correct him in the comments section.
This is my olive branch to all of you. This is your chance to get on the ground floor of the most exciting financial opportunity of your life. You get to click on videos and have some guy come on to tell you about his crypto scam site.
Some guy,
and then
or
we
you
get
two.
paid massive ad revenue for getting like 5,000 views a video, and then we will finally surpass Bo Black's daily income in one month.
As you're saying it out loud, it really doesn't sound convincing.
It doesn't sound like entertainment. It sounds like you guys have maybe 2 or 3 jokes that you're going to try to stretch out into daily content. Are you farting in the mic now, Rusty? Is that
In my own mic.
are the mushrooms kicking in?
Guys,
That was kind of like
Fartcoin is
a little
going to the
wetter than I
moon.
thought.
You heard it right there.
Fart coin?
No.
The farts in this room have gone up 1,000% in the last 5 minutes.
200%.
Fartcoin is going to the moon. And if you want other financial tips like this, for you to dump money into some god-awful coin that no one's going to give a shit about in 24 hours.
This goes for everyone. This goes for the Ape Nation. This goes for the Diamond Hand Shibas.
What should be our first video? Why Save the Kids token is still a good buy?
I thought you were going to do 3 a.m. reviving Dogecoin.
Yeah, 3M revived Dogecoin. Why Save the Kids token
All
is
right,
a
so
good buy.
tune in to Moneysuckle.
He's going to go to the moon.
Channel link in the description and learn how you can get in the ground floor of Save the Kids. It's not too late. Save the Kids is going to the moon.
Listen, we've
Just
been
you
doing
wait.
this since January. If you're still holding Save the Kids coin, you're doing great. I mean, we're up. I know it's not looking good. Like, yeah,
No. They got to tune into the channel for the financial advice, okay?
All right, I won't give it all away.
Here's some advice from me. Advertising your new channel on this podcast will probably get you about 15 subs. If you post about it on your channel, Emp, you'll get 10,000 subs overnight.
That's true.
I don't think this is the platform to advertise anything.
Yeah, but the chance that someone from the Securities and Exchange Commission is watching that channel as opposed to this channel
Are you
is a
saying
lot
you're
higher.
not going to advertise your new channel on your main channel? I thought you wanted to make easy money. You're not going to trick your suckers
That's true. I thought you
into
said you didn't
clicking
care
over?
about. You're all about selling out now.
Yeah.
You know, the main audience, they have a sort of a threshold for how much I'm allowed to sell to them.
If
I think I'm at a pretty high
Dude,
limit for them right now with all these
If
keep
you're
stats I've been doing.
planning on only advertising the new channel here, you're going to have a smaller audience than we do. You have to advertise it on a bigger platform.
No, well, we're
Yeah,
going to get in
because-
that YouTube algorithm, baby.
No, you're not.
This is probably the first podcast on the new channel. I still think that we should put this on
No,
the new
not
one.
until Reactor's there, because people will get confused.
You can just double
How are they
post it,
gonna
I don't
get-
know.
Just post this on the normal Trash
Okay,
Rats.
fine,
It started with Emp, it's going to end with Emp.
It'll give me more time to re-upload all the fucking Trash Rat episodes to the new Trash Rats channel.
Do you think YouTube will take that down for like spamming or duplicate content or something?
I don't know, but it seems like it's necessary though.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. It's also gonna.
I'm still not convinced that the new channel is necessary.
It
at
might
all.
not be. Maybe I'll just not do that.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
The fans did not seem that excited at the prospect of us switching to a.
That's
brand
because
new
it doesn't
channel.
really affect them at all. Like,
Well,
they're
it does
just,
affect them because now they have to click a whole button and
oh
they're pretty
no,
lazy.
2 buttons.
All right, well, let's just see how Moneysuckle does compared to
Without
the new podcast
advertising
channel.
it to your giant fan base of loyal, rich fans.
That crypto algorithm, buddy. We're going to get in the
Dude,
system.
you have the Emp Lemon algorithm. Just use that. Just tweet about your own fucking content. Why you got to do it over here?
No. We got to get established first. Let's get people in the door that way, and then we can scale properly.
I guess, I mean, it sounds like you're going to intentionally make dog shit content as a joke, so you might as well just get your meme squad on that right away instead of trusting the algorithm.
You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like you guys both finished your ring pops, and now the
I threw mine
now
out because it was
hanging out-
gross.
Hanging out is no longer a better time.
Yeah, the friendship is over. The ring pop is over. The show is over. This channel's over. Fuck you.
It's all
Here's the
true.
moral of the story, podcast member. I came into the show saying, episode 1, H3H3 Productions, look it up. I said I fucking hate podcasts. I don't want anything to do with podcasts, and nothing has changed. 3 years later, baby, nothing has changed. So fuck you, listener, for even spending brain power listening to this
Is this the
garbage
true finale
content.
to SOTY?
Oh, this is the final SOTY episode where we're all here. Is SOTY officially done? Is what you're
This
saying?
is how SOTY started. It was us four and maybe Asperger sitting in
No, it was
Rusty's
Trash
living
Rat.
room.
Was
Well, Asperger was there for episodes that never got uploaded, I think.
oh yeah, that's right.
But we all started in a room together, and then we drifted apart when we recorded remotely. And now for the finale, we're all back in the same room. This is the best way to end SOTY and start anew on a new channel. I think it couldn't have been better than this.
Yes,
Well-
the end. Fuck you. I hate all of you.
Well,
all of you
are we gonna
listening, I hate you.
Should we do a part 2 tomorrow when Eggy is here? Because I would like to.
oh
do a
yeah, you're
podcast
probably gonna
with
be on
Eggy.
another one.
Oh yeah, maybe this will be like
Part 1 of Fuck You.
this will be like
Fuck You part 2
Let It-
tomorrow.
Abbey Road, where it's like the actual last one, and then tomorrow will be Let It Be, where it got released last. But
Yeah. Also, and forgive me because I don't know when I'm going to upload these. It's probably some of this news, this breaking news about Chris Hanson and Bill Cosby's comedy tour might be a few days old by the time you hear this. But what did you expect?